emails in the last few days from people who are sending me links to websites and or apps and or browser extensions that purport to show fake news websites and warn you of the fake news that you might receive if you visit them. Very interesting that the Corbett Report seems to be making all of these lists. In fact, there was one that was a particular favorite of mine that warned that the Corbett Report is one of the most unreliable sites on the internet. And alas, I don't think that was an individual assessment of the Corbett Report. I think that was the boilerplate text that they use for all of the websites that were grouped in that category. But at any rate, it was it's interesting to see. And perhaps the biggest badge of honor, and I do consider it a badge of honor, comes from Le Monde, i.e. the MSM of France, which has declared the Corbett Report a fake news website because it dares to talk about 9/11 truth amongst other subjects and brands me a climato-skeptique. The French always have a beautiful way of putting everything, don't they? So, again, I do wear this as a badge of honor in the same way that I take the proper not Russian propaganda list and being earmarked on that list as a badge of honor, as a sign that sites like the Corbett Report and others in the alternative independent media are having an effect. You can go look at Alexa or other ratings services that show the number of people visiting Corbett Report going up and up and up, and the dinosaur media plummeting off a cliff as fewer and fewer people are bothering to tune into their nonsense and garbage. And I think deservedly so. And if you're watching this, maybe you agree with me. The point of all of this is that the dinosaur media has depended for generations on the Fortune 500 type of companies, the CFR-connected companies, all their corporate cronies, continuing their information dissemination gatekeeping racket by providing them the dollars and yen and whatever else that they need to continue functioning in the form of advertising revenue, which is exactly why I have never gone anywhere near advertising with the Corbett Report. I don't take advertising on the website. I've never put it on the videos. You'll never see a pre-roll ad or anything on a Corbett Report YouTube video unless YouTube monetizes it because of some copyright claim or whatever. But I don't put any ads on, I never have, and now we're seeing that play out with all the demonetization of various politically sensitive material from alternative media on YouTube and other places. So I think we know where this is going, and I think we know where these kinds of fake news lists are going. First, it's the browser extensions and apps. It's all voluntary. You download, you decide, but I think eventually the Ministry of Truth is going to find a way to make these types of things mandatory. Don't you think? So, on that note, while we have this window of opportunity, the independent media is brought to you by you, and the Corbett Report is no exception to that rule. I would not exist without the support of people out there as little as $1 a month. I don't think it's a lot to ask, and I try to provide as much value as I can for that $1 a month, including, of course, it gets you to the login so that you can log into the website and leave comments on the website. It also allows you to log into the website and read the subscriber newsletter that is posted there on a weekly basis, and that includes not only my International Forecaster editorial, and in the interest of keeping everything out in the open, I don't want to put anything behind a paywall, so the International Forecaster editorial is always available on the web for free. There is always a link to the free version in the newsletter for non-members if you're not a member. I don't want to put anything behind a paywall. The only information that you get in the subscriber newsletter that you can't get anywhere else is the subscriber-only video. And, for example, this month on the subscriber-only video, Brock West and I, my video editor, of course, from Australia, test each other. He tests me on Australian slang, and I test him on Canadian slang.
All right, 1 for 3. Next one, Sanger.
Sanger?
Correct.
Like Margaret Sanger? It's a eugenics-obsessed, horrible person. Sanger. Can you use it in a sentence? Or would that give it away?
I'll have one Sanger, please.
All right. I'm going to go with fish and chips again.
we eat more than just fish and chips.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I really have no idea. I can't even imagine. Sanger, I don't know.
The answer is a sandwich.
Sanger? Sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
That's a far leap. You'll want to see the full video. It is, it's fun. And that's the kind of fun we have in the subscriber-only videos. Again, I don't keep the important material behind the paywall. It's only for the fun side of things. But for Corporate Report members, again, you make the website possible, you make this media widely available to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people around the world, and more than that, you also get the membership privileges. You can log on to the website to leave your comments, you can access the subscriber newsletter, and occasionally we have things like last week on Questions for Corbett when I offered 0.01 Bitcoin to Corbett Report members who wanted to leave their address, and I had dozens and dozens and dozens of people saying that they created a Bitcoin address for the first time and are dipping their toe in that water, so that's excellent. That's the type of thing that will happen for Corporate Report members. Again, I couldn't do this work without you, so I do appreciate it. And please stay tuned to the Corporate Report Extras YouTube channel this weekend, because I'm going to be posting up a little nugget about bioethics and eugenics that doesn't get talked about very much. I think you'll want to stay tuned for that. Until then,